The wonder of your dream interpretation makes you the greatest strategic planner of all time. You gave Egypt a roadmap that led it to become the greatest economic superpower of all time, such that you and Mr. Pharaoh can be termed as the greatest, the wealthiest couple that has ever walked on the surface of the earth. Indeed, you are richer and wealthier than Solomon by far. I know you may not believe it. Let me prove it to you, Joseph. You are richer than Solomon by far. You see, having stripped all the nations of the world of their money in your 14-year economic strategic plan, they brought all their money, and all the money of the nations was dropped or was dumped on Egypt, on your laps. And then the people came and they said, our money is over, we have no more money, we are broke, please take our cattle and give us food so that we may not die with our children. They brought their cattle, they dumped on you, and you and Pharaoh had the greatest amount of cattle, number of cattle from all over the world. You stripped the nations of their money, you stripped the nations of their cattle. Then they came and brought you their land. You can imagine, they said, now you see, we don't have more cattle, we don't have nothing, please take our cattle, take our land. And you got their land. And then when they had no more land, they brought themselves and said, make us your slave because we don't want to die. So you have their money, you have their cattle, you have their land, and now you have their souls. Imagine the power to have human souls. What does the Bible say about souls and the economy of the world and the wealth of the world put together? What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Do you see where this one is going? You are the richest person, the wealthiest doer that has ever been around this world. The other thing why the wealth of Solomon cannot be compared with the wealth of Egypt at your time is because whereas Solomon made gold as common as pebble stones in Jerusalem, you on the other hand, you stored food for 7 years. Do you know what that means economically? It means that if the World Bank has got a reserve of gold as high as Mount Everest, and you on the other hand in the silos of Egypt, you have food reserves as high as Mount Everest. When people have gold and they have no food, their gold becomes valueless. There is no value in gold that has no food. When a man is confronted with hunger and famine and starvation in the face of gold, he will trash gold and embrace food. So when we compare the wealth of Solomon at your time, the wealth of Solomon becomes trash in favor of food reserve versus gold reserve. The green gold of food far more outweighs the value of yellow gold. So my point, you are the richest guy that has ever walked on the surface of this earth. Anyway, it's because of your focus. You see, there's a level of excellence and performance that cannot be attained by any man that has been distracted by women. Women are supposed to enhance the focus of men. It is not to distract them. As long as you're distracted by women, you can never attain the excellence, the strategic planning, the dream interpretation, the dream achievement of the man Joseph. Joseph, we thank God for you, for you've taught us focus.